attracted some newbies to the conversation. The people don't know anything, right? So,
I hope so.
just to reiterate that this isn't like e-transfer money. A Bitcoin is a real digital thing. You talked about wallets. I talked about, it being invented by this entity that's been come to known as Satoshi Nakamoto, right? We can
Bitcoin.
maybe share the screen in a moment here, and I can go back to, to that paper. But, for people to get the idea and the vibe of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, I really encourage them to even spend 10 minutes. If you're bored after 10 minutes, if, oh, this is too technical, it's too financial, it's too cryptographic, whatever it's too, just give it at least 10 minutes. And, go to the Satoshi white paper. In fact,
why don't you pull that up? I'm going to give you control of the screen so you can pull that up, Jerry.
I think it's important that people, just kind of read a little bit about what Bitcoin is, because we are new enough to this that I am now the host.
Yeah, so you can share.
We are new enough to this that people are scratching their head not knowing, somebody says Bitcoin and what do I want to do? You are now sharing.
You want to share the, again, do a new share, go to the bottom of your Zoom.
I'm just on here. I'm just on a window I don't want to be on. Okay, this is it.
Yeah.
Can you see the Satoshi white paper now?
I can see it. Maybe scroll down. Yeah, there you are. Okay.
So Bitcoin's the meat and potatoes. We want to get to how to buy it, that we want to own it. But give yourself 10 minutes to try to figure out what it is, right? I think you'll have a better appreciation for the whole ecosystem, for the reason to do it in the first place, and a better understanding of maybe where the monetary systems are headed, that kind of thing. But you'll also get a good understanding by just reading a little bit into this, that the crypto space came from the people and it's coming out toward institutions, right? This is a win-win kind of situation where it gives power to the person rather than the financial institution. And, I know that your audience is interested in that kind of freedom kind of perspective, right? We want that. We want that anonymity in our transactions. We want that, we want to have our personal space our own, and we don't necessarily want our clicks or our searches sold, that kind of thing. So just because I've got a minute, I just want to go through a couple of simple things that we can all do in the spirit of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and our own sovereignty, more than anything, right? First of all, let's get off of Google.
Yes.
There's no reason. Okay, so it's easy to say let's Google it, but we should start getting used to saying let's DuckDuckGo it, or make it like it's a silly name, but use it, right? Go to your default search engine settings, and
so you can do it in your browser, guys. If you're a Windows user, you can go into your browser, and under default search engine, you can select DuckDuckGo instead of Google, because we know that Google tracks your searches and they also filter your search results. They literally have a blacklist of websites, and there was a Google whistleblower that came and explained that they had an entire list, like hundreds of websites that are blacklisted that you're never gonna find if you Google. However, if you use DuckDuckGo, those websites will show up in your searches. So if you don't want a nanny big tech company filtering your search results, I think this is a great idea.
You mentioned browser. The person who invented, I want to go to the top, the person that invented JavaScript, and it's the same person that invented Firefox, the Firefox browser that a lot of us use. What he has done is create a browser that's called Brave that blocks ads.
And I just got on that.
Yeah, and hopefully are you using it currently right now?
Yeah, I am. I'm on Brave right now. Yeah.
Have you noticed that you're not seeing ads anymore?
Well, I signed up for the option of seeing ads, but if I choose to see an ad, I get compensated in a form of cryptocurrency that the Brave browser has created. So
yeah, exactly. But the ads don't automatically come up.
That's right.
All over populating your screen, right? So this guy's created this kind of Brave browser that is worth a try. You know, you aren't tracked, you're rewarded. You know,
So
I
again,
could
yeah,
play a
and
little bit of the video, or if we wanted to keep going, I could just suggest people go to brave.com and check it out.
okay. Well, we're kind of curious now. I see this guy's handsome face. I kind of want to just, it's only a minute long. You can play it, Jerry.
Held back?
Okay, let me start it again.
You ever feel like you're being held back? That's because you are. The browser you're currently using is loaded with trackers, cookies, and other data collection parasites that are constantly following you side to side as you browse. These drain your battery, slow down your loading speeds, and they cost you extra money in data charges. That's right, you're paying extra and draining your battery just to slow yourself down with invasive ads and trackers. But there's a solution. Introducing Brave Browser. It's up to 8 times faster than the browser you're currently using. You also gain over an extra hour of battery life, and your data plan goes twice as far when you browse with Brave. Brave shows you all the time you save by showing in real time all the ads and trackers blocked, so you can consistently see how Brave is optimizing your browsing experience. So, you want to load content, sites, and games faster, pay less for data, and you want a longer battery life for your device? Download Brave today. It's completely free. There's no trial period, no catch, and you don't need any plugins. You can listen to me, or you can listen to USA Today, CNET, CoinDesk, The Verge, or Forbes. So join the 8 million users who speed through the internet worry-free. Download Brave now, and in less than 60 seconds, you can import all your current browser's settings, extensions, and bookmarks. Yesterday was about big tech. Today's about us.
Okay, awesome.
You know, I'm sorry, I didn't really want to make that a Brave commercial, but
That's okay.
you know, but the bottom line is that notion of, you know, you mentioned it more than he did, but when you go to the Brave website, you'll understand the concept behind it. Is you aren't just sent ads that are unsolicited. You know, you are offered an ad, and if you choose to accept it, you're paid for your time to watch it. Right now,
Yeah.
that win-win is something, like I said, that kind of comes out of the Satoshi white paper, but the idea of protecting your privacy, getting a little bit in return, understanding that your clicks and your information, that your time is valuable and not something that Zuckerberg can just sell, right? Is something that kind of bleeds into the ecosystem around it. And, you know, just to that end, one more, you know, thing to maybe just keep top of mind is email. There's a lot of people that are on Gmail and other, big email services. Proton Mail it's an encrypted mail service, right? It's something to think about, something to consider. But we're here to talk about crypto.
Yeah, so I also just got on Proton Mail. My understanding is that if you send Proton Mail user to Proton Mail user, it's encrypted. If you send somebody else, you may not. Like, I don't think it is, but I don't know. Bottom line, they even like the 2-factor. When I just signed up for Proton Mail 2 days ago because I wanted to get on one of the crypto exchanges, and I'll explain to you guys the whole process. It's fun, it's exciting. I'm excited, so excited. But yeah, it was very easy to sign up for Proton Mail, and I also chose to enable 2-factor authentication, which is, you know, an extra layer of security for any Proton Mail user, which I know Gmail offers that as well, but it was really cool because Proton Mail does it using an app. So these are all tools, and the reason Jerry brought them up, and again, they're in the realm of protecting your privacy as much as possible and taking back control of your data, of your information. And now we're going to be talking about taking back control of our money, of our rights. So
yeah, we're here to talk about about crypto and how to buy it, what it is.
Yeah.
That idea of that comes out of the white paper. I didn't really spend a lot of time on the white paper, but the idea that what Bitcoin allows us to do is, because of its very design, the fact that I can send it from my wallet to your wallet, and it works in this encrypted way, that alone is all the trust, all the proof that we need that our transaction's good. We don't need a bank between us. We don't need a financial institution between us. We don't need fiat currency to look at to prove it's still good, hold it up to the light or anything. If a Bitcoin gets on the blockchain and it's approved as a transaction, that in itself is proof that it's good, right? So we can start interacting from person to person without banks. You know, that's why in North America, crypto is still new to a lot of people. They don't know what crypto is. But in third world countries where either their currency has crashed or there's enough of a population that isn't serviced by banks, and yet that population still exists, it still trades every day. You know, we've all heard of micro loan payments that go out to these businesses and just little. There are people in third world countries that don't need banks. They can send and receive real value, real money on their phone. See, you couldn't e-transfer someone, some lady who's got 2 kids hanging from her and is about to go to market because she needs to sell some goods in a real impoverished situation because she doesn't have a bank. But she needs money to go and buy the goods that she needs to sell at market that day, right? So she doesn't use a currency through the bank, she'll use crypto. And
that's fascinating. Any particular crypto that you've heard being used for that purpose, Jerry?
well, somebody that doesn't have someone that's not able to use a bank can use crypto because crypto gives us the ability to send real value electronically, right?
Interesting.
So
okay.
a person who's real impoverished, you know, sitting beside a muddy road, as long as they've got a cell phone, they can send and receive value just the same as someone who's dealing with a bank. But they send and receive value cryptographically, right?
Okay.
Through Bitcoin, right? But that's so. If it's this, reading this paper gives us the idea of Bitcoin being a digital thing that can't be copied, right?
Okay.
There's no way to double spend it. If you get it, you've got it, and you
Okay.
can trust it, right?
Okay.
So,
are you going to talk about wallets?
Yep, we're getting to wallets right now, which is right here. This is, you talked about a hot wallet. A hot wallet, I don't have an example of, but maybe when I turn it back over to you, you'll have an example. I can hold up my phone maybe, and I have a hot wallet that is a Litecoin wallet on my phone. I haven't used it for a long time, and I set it up today.
So just so people understand, the hot wallet it's like an app that they download, and then they can then use this app to then access cryptocurrencies, correct?
Well, a hot wallet is a wallet that's connected, that has an internet connection.
Okay.
You know, simple as that. This on my phone it's a Litecoin wallet. I don't know, can you see where my
It's very hard to see. It will be hard, but anyway.
Anyway, it's a Litecoin wallet. It's on my phone, and my phone can be hacked. Like I was sent $5 in Litecoin a couple of years ago. It's now worth $7.75. But I've always just kept it on my phone. And everybody, I went to a seminar, actually this is a Litecoin t-shirt I've got on. I went to a seminar, everybody got a card that was a paper wallet card that brought us to here that we could activate our wallet and we'd receive $5, right? That was the deal. So this is a wallet that's on my phone that has $5 in it, but since my phone has internet connection, it's hot, it's considered hot. And if Equifax can be hacked, then your phone can be hacked, right? So the opposite of hot would be cold, which is a wallet like this Nano S wallet. You know, I have, and there's another one here, Trezor. I have a Trezor wallet here. That's the one that's kind of in the picture there. It's a little bit faint. But these are wallets that are hardware wallets. They may cost between $70 and $100 versus a free download from the App Store. But the wallet will give you more flexibility, what you can do with your funds within the wallet, but it's also a wallet that exists offline.
So
right?
just people understand, they can plug it in, it connects to your computer via USB, or some wallets use a Bluetooth connection. So essentially,
so when you're transacting, you will need to connect it to the computer, but there are passwords and codes and level of encryption that you need to go through when you're doing your transacting. You know, that is fine. But then when you're done, you get off and it's cold, right?
Got it. And
and then there's also.
Now you explain to me, Jerry, so people understand, your cryptocurrencies are not actually stored on the wallet. The wallet is almost like an access card that gives you access. They are stored in the blockchain, in this network, but the wallet gives you access to the blockchain. So, and it has essentially higher levels of security. Like these so-called cold wallets have extra layers of security. Am I getting that correct, Jerry?
Yep, you are getting it right. And it's good to distinguish for people, because it's a new thing, that the money isn't, or the Bitcoin isn't stored on here. What people will learn and get a feel for anyway when they read the Satoshi white paper is there's Bitcoin, which is kind of the entity, the thing, but the real big story is blockchain. And blockchain is what Bitcoin is stored on and what the transactions take place in. Now, I guess depending on how dramatic the writer is, I've heard blockchain compared to, discovering electricity or developing algebra.
Okay.
Right? So when it comes to impacting humanity, that's the level we're talking about, right? We're not talking about, something that like this is a groundbreaking development. Now it's blockchain that's groundbreaking. I guess Bitcoin is too. And not to confuse things, but since Bitcoin was invented and grown, there's been hundreds of other blockchains developed and launched. Blockchains exist out there. There's all kinds of them. Bitcoin blockchain is one. Ethereum blockchain. There are small blockchains, big blockchains. What you need to know about, like the mechanism of blockchain is what's unique. There are different types. Those different types, some might take 10 minutes for a block to write, say, I'll just say that. Some might take 10 seconds. So if something is turning over every 10 seconds, you can probably transact at Starbucks with that tool.
Very fast.
If something's taking 10 minutes to turn over,
yeah.
And you've recently sent yourself some Bitcoin, so you know what that feels like.
And it took a while.
Something takes 10 minutes to turn over.
Right.
That's not really effective at cash, right? Like you're not going to be able to pay for your groceries and wait there 10 minutes to get a confirmation on your Bitcoin.
Got it.
But if you were paying with Digibyte or with XRP or something that's really fast, different blockchain, different timing involved, different use case, right? But for now, we'll just think about blockchain as the hero, and that's where our funds are stored, and the type of wallet we get, whether it's a paper wallet, which is just certain things printed out on paper that you need to enter to access your money, or whether it's a hot wallet that you download from an app store to your phone, or whether it's a hardware wallet that you buy off Amazon and you plug it in and you set it up, right? Each of those wallets gives you a degree of ease, or convenience. It goes from free to costing money, but your safety increases at the same time. If you want to buy 3 Bitcoins, that's over $30,000 American, right? I forget what the Canadian prices are, but you don't necessarily want to hold that on your phone. You want to hold that in a secure place, and that might be on a hard wallet, right? There are other options. This is
by the way, Jerry, I mean, the logical question would be, what if I lose my little piece of wallet? What if I lose it? What happens then?
What people understand, and what you just stated, is that a wallet is really access to conduit, get you onto the blockchain.
Exactly.
They're stored in, right? Now, when you set up even a hot wallet, when you set up a cold wallet, there are steps you have to go through.
Yeah.
There are things that you need to write down. There are things you need to keep safe. Your wallet, your hard actual wallet, can be destroyed by a hammer. But if you write down the words that you're supposed to write down when they tell you to write them down during setup, you will have
very important, guys. You need to write down. You need to write down those words, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and they make a pretty decent deal of making it sound important when you're going through the setup too, right? You must write down these words.
Yeah. So even when I downloaded my little Koinomi app, I was presented with a series of words, and it asks, please confirm that you've written these words down in a safe location. And so there's literally like about 20 different words, random words. You're going to want to write those on a piece of paper or in a notebook somewhere safe. And you may want to even have backup copies of that at a different location in case you ever, your phone gets destroyed or you somehow lose access to the app. You want to be able to restore, and that's how you're going to be able to restore your wallet. So is it the same thing, Jerry, even if we're talking about one of these external cold wallets, if the little piece of wallet gets destroyed, I can go to that same company, order another wallet, and then restore my access using that series of steps.
Yeah, in fact, it might even say when you initially open, like say my Nano Ledger got destroyed, and I had to get a new one. When I opened the new one, it might give me the option of, do I want to set a new one up or restore an old one?
Okay.
And if it's the restore option, I just put in those words, those 20 words or the 12 words, whatever level of encryption, and then the wallet will restore all the information's there. Remember, the hardware wallet and the security that is built into it is only ever access to where your money really is.
Got it.
Which is on the blockchain. Which is on the blockchain.
Like a key card almost. Think of it as an entry key. What do they call those?
Well, your money's never here. It's on the blockchain.
Got it. Okay. So I think that's, so in other words, so if you're going to be buying a larger amount of cryptocurrency of any kind, you may want to invest in one of these. I'm, for sure I'm going to be getting myself, now any differentiating factors between, let's say, getting the Ledger Nano versus the Trezor?
I think by and large, they go neck and neck. I've used them both.
Okay.
Sometimes, like the Ledger Nano was a little harder for me initially to wrap my head around, but now that I use it, I really like it.
Okay.
But the Trezor also has a lot going for it too. I use the Trezor. Remember I talked about different blockchains, different currencies?
Yeah.
You just kind of froze up there.
Yeah. It's okay. I have you. You're
okay.
Good.
So different. I have a lot of Ethereum and Ethereum coins. Coins that are built on the Ethereum blockchain.
Okay.
So I use my Ether wallet and I access that through my Trezor.
Oh, okay.
So my Ether wallet is kind of like that might be an app that you download.
Okay.
My Ether wallet, it's called Mew.
Okay.
And it'll either connect, I don't know if it connects to Ledger or what, but I use it connected to my Trezor. Plus I've got a lot of other coins on here too. So I started with this, I moved to that. It's really preference. Like I mentioned earlier, I've also got this cool wallet thing. I don't think I have any other hard wallets, but
it's amazing how many wallets he has, and even in terms of the hot wallets, you may have a variety of different of these apps.
I've probably got 6 or 8 hot wallets, and I don't really have any paper wallets.
Oh, okay.
I might have 4 or 5 wallets on my phone. I don't use them all.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But on my phone, I really only use the cool wallet one on my phone.
Cool. Okay, Jerry, thanks for that. Is there anything else you wanted to cover before I get into the actual, how I got myself set up on an exchange?
Yeah, So I'll just say this really quick because I want to get to that too. I think that's the most interesting. That's more interesting than what I'm saying. I just want to show this Wall Street Journal article quickly because, again, we're newbies here. We're at the point where we're scratching our heads saying, what's a blockchain, right? And you and I are just having this very simple, explain it like I'm 5 discussion as to where our Bitcoin, No, but when somebody comes back in 4 years, and watches this video, and you and I are having a discussion about putting our Bitcoin on the blockchain, it'll sound like going back in time and listen to people on video saying, what's a Google? I don't understand what a Google is, or, why would I ever want to search anything? Like we're at such a very early development in this whole idea that, to me, it's fascinating, but at the same time, it's also 10 years old, right?
Okay.
So people on the street, tap them on the shoulder. You ever used Bitcoin? You ever heard of it? You ever bought it? You're not going to get a lot of positive responses. You might get, depending where you are. But you look online, you search DuckDuckGo, and you search either for crypto or cryptocurrencies or blockchain, or if you go on TED Talks, you're going to be seeing videos from 6 or 7 years ago that are explaining blockchain. If you go to York University or some other kind of university and you look at their classes that they're offering and look at the blockchain courses, holy smokes, man.
Wow. Okay.
How is this even happening? And I don't know about it. Why is it really not? But there's really a lot going on, right?
Okay.
Now, in the last presentation, I talked about the SEC, IMF, BIS, like all the central banks. There's a lot, of the plumbing and the infrastructure of international money that's getting involved in all of this. But just last week, it was made like this happened. Banks may provide safekeeping of cryptocurrency. That OCC's Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. So for banks,
that's like the banks regulator in the US.
If I can go down to my bank and my bank recognizes Bitcoin as currency, and not only recognizes its currency now, but allows me to open up a Bitcoin account as part of my banking, suite of services, then it stands to reason that a lot of people are going to start thinking, hey, maybe Bitcoin's real. Maybe, people will scratch, Bitcoin's nothing. It's made out of thin air. It doesn't mean anything. You're just making it up. It's just this illusion, right? But gosh, if my bank is involved now, it's got to be real. So I think that's this development, call it, it's going to bring a lot of people into the crypto Bitcoin world, right? There's going to be more and more people that are like you were, bank machine, buying Bitcoin for the first time, or what we're going to talk about after this, where you join an exchange for the first time. So we're at a place where, things are just beginning. Like I've been in this for 3 years myself, but where we're at now is so different. To have banks and institutions to be able to buy Bitcoin, send it to an institution, and be able to make a loan in Canadian dollars against that Bitcoin, I can do now.
This is becoming possible. You've shown me a couple of websites, a couple of services that offer that service, and maybe that's something we could cover on a future call. I would like to have you back, Jerry, because you're somebody that's day in and day out on the pulse. You're definitely very passionate about this topic.
So just to sign off, and then I'll give you back control. Go to go to YouTube. Either type in cryptocurrency or go to from the live coin watch, any single one of the currencies down that line.
We didn't really explain what live coin watch is. Maybe we could spend a minute on that.
This one, the live coin watch page.
Tell people what this is, Jerry. What
live coin watch is, and there's another one equally popular, maybe even more so, called coinmarketcap.com. This is livecoinwatch.com. That lists all of the active and available cryptocurrencies and digital assets. Now, they're not all created equal. Some do. Well, there's use cases galore. Something you'd be interested in is one called Propy. In the world of real estate here.
When you say use cases galore, say okay.
Well, some are, this is Propy. It's 15 cents for the coin, right?
Okay. What is it for? Like what about it?
Are you seeing my screen? I forget where we're at now. Are you seeing my screen or not?
Yeah, I am seeing it. Yeah.
So Propy is like what people will ultimately. So, and this is a coin that exists, has its own use case. That's the point of what I meant. And I just thought you, with your real estate knowledge, but what the blockchain and the way it's stored allows people to do. And this is more advanced than we need to get into in this call.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between well, tokenization and digitization, right?
Okay.
Like money can be digitized, but to tokenize it means, and you know, like right now, if I was to buy a Amazon share,
Okay.
I'd have to buy a whole Amazon share,
Okay.
right? Regardless of how much money it is. There are places on the blockchain that tokenize stocks where I could buy a quarter of an Amazon share and be involved in the game, but not have to pay the whole amount, right? So tokenization is the ability to split things up.
Okay.
And we also talked about smart contracts. That's something that can be involved too.
Okay.
But Propy, whether these people do it or not, there are others that do it, where there's a way through tokenization. Say a property was tokenized, and you could do something almost akin to crowdsourcing, where where a property is tokenized, then you present it online, maybe through Propy or some other place, and then you can sell
shares of it, or
almost like shares, but you buy a certain amount of that house through tokenization, and through smart contracts that are built into the back end.
Okay.
Depending on how much you bought in the front end, you get paid through, you know, like those kinds of things exist through tokenization, which allows you to buy little parts of things. And as something to wrap your head around, this is probably the wrong way to introduce it, but tokenization is something that comes from the benefits of the blockchain. And just imagine every single thing, you know, will be tokenized. Right, that's what people are saying. Right, but you know, we'll see. Like right now, we pay flat rate, say hydro, flat rate, internet connections, flat rate, everything.
Okay.
If we're able to, you know, split things up into the tiniest little increments, then we can do more pay as we use as well. That's another option of this kind of
technology.
Yeah.
Okay. Just because I want to keep us on track, because I don't want to make this too long.
Where we got into with
this is very fascinating.
This thing right now. But this
okay.
Right. But this is the list of all the coins and where to find them.
Got it. Then you can click on one and get more details about that particular coin.
I'm just doing that right now. So Bitcoin, for instance.
Yeah.
And ideal in American money, this is going to be a bigger price in Canadian money, but 11,152. When I scroll down here, you can see in the Zoom area, if I go to all time for Bitcoin and I scroll down here, this price chart gives me, you know, the different price history that Bitcoin's gone through from, you know, it says October 13 here, so it might not be all time, but this is price history. So at the very top, we're looking at around 20 grand.
Yeah.
Where we're at right now, we're looking at around 11.
Yeah.
But one thing that's important to understand here is the idea of market cycles. I talked on it a little bit before. Something has a big run up, it goes down, it consolidates, and then it goes through the next cycle of run up. Bitcoin is just at the end of one of its cycles now. People talk about there's a 4-year time span from one top in Bitcoin to the next, right?
Okay.
And that's kind of where we're at now. If you know, this big top here is where it certainly is what gets your attention on this chart. But look at down here. See this little chart or this little thing down here?
Yeah.
If I just select that, come on, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, at a different point in time. I just went back, but that little thing that I selected was a market cycle back then. Then we had the big 20,000 market cycle. We're about to start another market cycle all over again. So our timing is really good to be here. I guess. To be
getting into crypto. That's and that's for many reasons that we've already covered in the first webinar. So Jerry, let's bring things back to a more practical level, because I do want to show people really the process of actually. I've already on my and give me back control if you could, please, so I could share my screen also. Okay. You're gonna have to go to where it says participants and then click on my name and make host. Okay. So everyone, like I said a few days ago, thank you, Jerry. As you know, I went and bought my first little bit of Bitcoin, and I did that at a Bitcoin ATM. And that was a very simple way of doing it, and it didn't require me to disclose any of my information. Now I have that little bit of Bitcoin, but what do I do with it? If I want to be able to buy other cryptocurrencies, there are two ways for me. You know, I'm not really able to do that at an ATM. I have to do that through an exchange. Now, there are what we call non-KYC exchanges and then KYC exchanges. A non-KYC exchange doesn't require, KYC stands for Know Your Client. And this is legislation that has to do with, you know, if any of you have done any other more traditional investing, usually you would have had to fill out a KYC form, Know Your Client form, where you have to put your risk tolerance and all that. In the case of a crypto exchange, we don't, you know, the only things they will ask you for if you want to use a KYC exchange. And why would we want to use a KYC exchange is that you're able to trade directly from your Canadian dollars or US dollars. So you can trade fiat to crypto, okay, on the exchange directly. If you don't want to fill out the KYC information, you'll still be able to trade if you already have another crypto from somewhere else. In my case, I had that little bit of Bitcoin that I bought at the ATM. You can still get onto the exchange and exchange your little bit of crypto or a little bit more, however much you may have, for other cryptos. So you can do crypto to crypto without the need to disclose anything other than an email address, okay? So what I'm going to show you guys, and in terms of exchanges that are out there, there are many. Now, Jerry sent me a referral link. So once you join an exchange, you'll have the option to send a referral link to any one of your friends. And in doing so, I think you get a little bit of the trading commission, and they are going to get some kickbacks as well. Bottom line, if there's and they do that in various cryptocurrencies. So Jerry sent me a link to an exchange that he uses called Coinfield. They are a Canadian exchange, and the ease about that is that you can do an e-transfer from your Canadian bank, and it will go to the Canadian exchange, or you can even link your banking info. And I'll show you what I've been able to do so far. So I'm gonna do, yes, I'm gonna stop other shares, okay? And I'm gonna go to, yeah, I have, okay, yes, I want to continue, yes. What do I wanna share? That's not what I wanna share. Give me 1 second, guys. I would have to minimize, okay. Let's see, I'm here, okay.
And I hope, Leticia, that you've taken a moment to pat yourself in the back for this, because
thank you.
What you've
I did.
done, no, like what you've done is crossed this kind of no man's land that hundreds of thousands of people don't want to cross. They just put their hands up and say, I don't know anything about Bitcoin. You know, and they almost act like it's over their head. They're not going to be able to get it. They don't want to do it. They don't know, you know, so. And it is complicated. You know, the concepts are different, the words are different, and
we're gonna try to simplify it, though. That's what we're trying to do.
You've gone and done what a lot of people haven't. So good for you.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. I was pretty proud of myself. I was excited as I was doing this. So I'm going to show you guys. This is the Coinfield exchange, okay? And we'll explain a little bit more, and you'll understand once we look at it. You'll understand what the exchange allows you to do. So I followed Jerry's referral link, and now all I'm going to do is I'm going to log in because I already have an account on here. Now, prior to that, I chose to go and get myself a Proton Mail email address because it's, you know, I want to use that. It was already my intention to get one. Oh, I'm already logged in, so that's okay. They didn't log me out because I was right here a few minutes ago. But I want to show you, before I show you that, I will show you what it looked like when I first signed up. Okay, give me 1 second. Ignore some of these other screens. Okay, so no, that's not what I want. 1 second, guys. And I want to make sure if I'm even sharing the correct screen. Okay, no. Yes, no. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys. Let me make sure I'm actually sharing the correct screen. Yeah, no. So here you go. So when I first signed up with my email address, it told me right away, you've unlocked unlimited crypto to crypto trading, which is, I was on the left side of the screen, okay? unlimited crypto to crypto trading, deposit crypto up to 99 USD per day, keep crypto withdrawal, referral program, trade withdrawal. But as you can see, it says trade, withdraw, and deposit in fiat is disabled. Fiat is our Canadian dollar, our US dollar, these central bank issued currencies, those are called fiat currencies. So it says here, upgrade to pro account and unlock all these other options. Fiat to crypto trading. So I'll be able to use my Canadian dollars on this exchange to buy whatever cryptocurrency this exchange offers. And we'll show you guys, they have a list of cryptocurrencies they offer. Different exchanges will, as you could see from that live CoinWatch site, there are literally thousands of cryptocurrencies. Some of them are, not all of them are going to be offered on all the exchanges. So some exchanges may choose to only deal with the top coins or whatever coins they want to deal with. And when you go into live CoinWatch, and I'm going to do this a little bit later with our friend Mike, we're going to go into live CoinWatch and it's going to show you which exchanges you can find that coin on. So if you're interested in a particular coin, you can click on that coin in live CoinWatch and it tells you it's available on these exchanges. In other words, if you want to buy that coin, you have to go to that exchange, okay? So what, and as you can see here, it says it only takes 30 seconds and all you need is your full name, ID, and selfie. Okay, I have to be honest, it took more than 30 seconds. And Jerry, and I'll explain to you why. So here's the thing. So I'm gonna go, so the next step after that was, yeah, let's verify your confirm code. Okay, this is what I'm gonna need. Personal information, selfie, identification documents. Okay, so then I click get started. And it asked me to choose one of these pieces of ID, passport, driver's license, or identity. Now, I think I chose passport initially, and I'll tell you why my sign up took longer than 30 seconds. It's because you take they literally ask you to show your passport and stick it to the screen. It turns out the resolution of my picture was no good. It was rejected immediately. In addition to that, you submit a selfie and you literally have to get like this close to the screen. You have to fit your face in, you know, they take this stuff pretty seriously, you know. But again, I wanted to have that experience and I wanted to have the ability to use my Canadian dollars to trade on this exchange. So eventually, so what I had to do was resubmit manually to their support email address, the back and front of my driver's license. They accepted that. So by the next day, they had approved me, and now I'm approved to trade with fiat currencies on this exchange. The only thing is,
did they tell you, Leticia, how much you're approved for?
They said up to 10,000 USD per day. So it's a pretty large. So again, then you're going to get, once you submit that verify information and say your account is being reviewed to become a pro, and that's it, right? So now I'm going to go back in here. Don't get intimidated by all these numbers and all that. Although, so as you can see, it says here, I'll click on wallets. And so because I didn't know how long it was going to take for them to approve me to be able to use my Canadian funds, okay, I remember the other day at the crypto ATM, I acquired a little bit of crypto. So I said, well, why don't I start by transferring some of the crypto that I got at the ATM, but it's, you know, onto this exchange because I'm already approved right away for crypto to crypto exchange. So that's exactly what I did, guys. And the process of doing that, I think I literally initially right now it says hide empty wallets, but if I actually put unhide, you know, this can be overwhelming. But if you have various types of currencies or cryptos, I might have some XRP or Solo is their own. That's the crypto that this this exchange offers. It's their own crypto, but as you can see, they offer all these different. So I have different wallets. So the only one that has anything in it, and it has $30 worth of Bitcoin, it's right there, guys. Okay, everything else is zero. So for simplicity's sake, you can click on hide empty wallets. Okay, and I see I have my little bit of Bitcoin. My Canadian dollar one, did they approve me? It's not there. But what I had to do to even upload my little bit of Bitcoin to transfer it from my Coinomi to here is I had to click on deposit. Then I'll show you guys what that looks like. Okay, this thing comes up on the screen. Okay. Oh, first of all, let me make sure that I'm actually even.
What I see is your account is being reviewed. That's the screen that I see.
Oh, no. Oh my God. So sorry. I'm talking and talking. Forgive me. Okay. Geez. Why didn't you tell me, Jerry? Because
well, I didn't, I just.
Okay, that's okay. So what I wanted to show you, yeah, so I'm talking, but I had something else completely on the screen. So what I was just reviewing with you guys is in my coin field here, I can click on wallets. Okay, I click on wallets, and here it shows me the wallets that are, I guess, currently active. So I have in Bitcoin, you can see I have a little bit of Bitcoin. If I click on this, it will show me all the other possible wallets, but I currently don't have anything else in anything except for the Bitcoin wallet, and I don't even have anything in the Canadian dollar wallet. And I'll explain to you guys. So I'm going to hide the empty wallets. So this is what I was just showing you. So because I was still waiting to be approved to be able to use fiat currency, I was like, well, I want to show these guys a trade. So I'm going to upload the little bit of Bitcoin that I have in here. And by the way, Mike helped me with this yesterday, but I'll show you guys how it's done. So
You click on history.
what's that?
If you click on history at the end of the Bitcoin row, it will show you that deposit.
Oh, let's see it. Yeah, that's right. As you can see, it shows that this was completed. But I want to show people what it took, kind of what the process was for me to upload. So remember, yes, 2 days ago, I bought like $100 worth of Bitcoin at this ATM. And so initially this was 0 here. So I clicked on deposit, okay, and then the screen pops up. This is the Bitcoin. So really all I had to do, guys, and I'm going to minimize this, but as you can see, there's this QR code there at the top. And I'm going to go back into my into my screenshots here and show you guys what, okay, ignore this one. I'm going to show you. So I went, and then when I saw that screen, I went into my Coinomi app. Sorry, share. No, cancel. Unfortunately, I don't have a chance to order these for you guys, but I'll show you the relevant slide. So this is what the inside of my Coinomi app looks like, okay? And I clicked on send, okay? And initially this is the welcome screen. I clicked on Bitcoin and then I clicked on send, because as you can see, my Coinomi app allows me to access various other cryptocurrencies. I don't have any of that. I only had my little bit of Bitcoin in there. I clicked on Bitcoin, I clicked on send, and then I think this is what happened. No, this is receive.
Well, what you had to do in that previous screen is where it says scan QR code. You probably had to click or tap scan QR code.
That's what I did. Yeah. And I put, and you could see, I had the option of using all the funds, or I said, no, I'm going to just transfer $30 worth. And I clicked on scan QR code, and then I literally approached my phone screen to that QR code that you saw on the screen. And that does it, guys. That does it. I immediately was sent a confirmation of transaction. Confirm transaction, okay. It asked me how quickly, I guess priority, how quickly I want to do it. And I said normal priority. And by the way, as you can see, I think this is Coinomi that charges me for the favor of transferring my money. There was almost a 10% charge that they took. I didn't like that, but I think if I had transferred a larger amount, it might have been a lower fee. I can find that out.
Like we've talked, the faster, the more convenient, the prettier, whatever it is, your scale of is.
You pay for convenience.
Yeah.
You pay for convenience, and this was as easy as it gets. All I had to do was like literally stick my screen to the computer screen, and then I clicked on confirm, and then bottom line, within, I would say, about a couple of hours, initially you see the transaction history. This was the money I first deposited, and then it shows that I sent, in this case, $33 worth was deducted from my, I guess, Coinomi account. And it was uploaded to this exchange, okay? And now I'm gonna minimize this and let's go back on the exchange. Okay. So now that's how this money ended up here. And it took about half an hour. Now, yesterday with Mike also, I wanted to look at a different exchange that offered a currency that this exchange doesn't, but not a currency, a coin, the cryptocurrency. And over there, that was a US-based exchange. It took maybe a couple hours for my Bitcoin to get transferred to that. I don't know if the fact that this is a Canadian exchange, I don't know. Bottom line, this was quite a bit faster, half an hour. My Bitcoin already was available here, okay?
See on this row, this Bitcoin row, your cursor is right by your balance.
Yeah.
Go to the next column down, or next column over. That pending right there, that will show up before your confirmations actually come through. So if you're looking in your wallet Has my money got there yet? Has my money got there yet? It might be in your pending category.
Okay. Okay.
You know, so you can always look in pending first, and if it's in pending, typically the transactions will be approved. Like you'll get it.
Well, yeah, I got it. Thanks, Jerry. So speaking of that, by the way, so I've showed you guys how I deposit my Bitcoin onto this exchange, and now I can take this Bitcoin and exchange it for something else. And I'd like us to do that in the next step. Before I do that, though, as you can see, the same way I have the option here of depositing Bitcoin. Or by the way, if I had other cryptocurrencies in my wallet, I could have deposited that other cryptocurrency. You saw the long list of there's a list of cryptos that these guys offer or support on their platform. I have the option of also loading Canadian dollars, and as you can see, there are a few different options. Credit and for a small amount, you're going to either do credit or debit or email money transfer. Now, I first clicked on credit on debit, and this is what it tells me. The minimum is $100, so you can't put $50 on there. It has to be minimum 100 up to 5,000. But once I click on that, it actually told me that, oh, by the way, if you use this option, we're gonna hold your money onto the exchange for 30 days. In other words, I wouldn't be able, and I guess this is for their security reasons to prevent fraud on other things, you know. So in other words, if I perform a transaction on here using debit or credit, they're not gonna allow me to withdraw my money back onto my Coinomi wallet or whatever other wallet app I may be using for 30 days. Okay. So I said, I don't know if I want to leave my money in there for so long, you know. I want to have the option. So that's why I actually selected the Interact email money transfer option. And on that screen, and I'm not going to click on that because this actually opens up a proprietary screen, which actually shows me, okay, it's a unique screen to you. It says, this is the question and answer. But in other words, it's a very simple email money transfer. You go into your online banking, you set up that particular email address as the receiver, and then you can send them again. It's a minimum of $100, which I did. Now, it does say on there that it's going to take either between an hour and 24 hours for the money to show up. And they say, do not open a support ticket if it's not been 24 hours. I did this around 10, 11 last night. So it's not there yet. As you can see, it would have been nice for me to show you that sort of transaction, but we'll have to wait till next time, okay? And with the email Interact e-transfer, they said that for up to 7 days, I have to keep my money on the exchange. Like I won't be able to withdraw it for up to 7 days, but it's not as bad as 30 days. So that's why I chose this option, okay? EFT is not actually—
But you'll be able to buy something with that money.
Absolutely,
though, right? Within 7 days? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll be able to buy right away, but I just can't withdraw the funds back, you know, whatever crypto I buy, I won't be able to, let's say, that was my understanding of it. I can't put it back on my Coinomi wallet. It'll have to stay. And again, I'm sure it's for security reasons. They want to avoid fraudsters. Okay. So, and guys, if there are questions on Facebook, you know, let me see actually, Jerry, if I'm able to see any of the questions. I know we're covering, oh man, I don't even, where's my Facebook wall? I have to go to my wall. I know we covered quite a bit of ground already, but I want to show them how I transact. Okay. Somebody is asking the question, legislation can stop any Bitcoin transaction. How you obtain the Bitcoin is irrelevant. Okay, that's Mike saying that. Okay. Is there a chance that buying Bitcoin anonymously can render it useless in the future due to legislation? Oh, somebody asked that question, and Mike, he's watching and he answered. Okay.
Bitcoin even unto itself, they talk about, I just read this little word I thought was interesting in the white paper when I was reviewing it, that it's almost computationally impossible to take over, Bitcoin. Like you're still pretty safe with your Bitcoin.
Okay, amazing. So guys, I'm gonna just quickly, I know there's, okay, quickly, not so quickly, we've been on the call for about an hour, but I'm sure some people will go back and watch this. I don't want to watch my my Facebook wall. I'm sharing my screen. I'm showing you guys my Facebook. No, we're not gonna do that. Yeah, so I have to go back to my CoinField actually. Is it here? Yeah. Okay. Share. Okay. Let's do a quick trade, Jerry. So if I want to go to so now guys, I have this little bit of Bitcoin in there. I can go to trade, and as you can see, this exchange offers a quick trade option. Okay, so I have Bitcoin. So can you explain to us what this is, Jerry? What is this?
this screen here is all of the coins and digital assets that this particular exchange carries.
Okay.
I'm going to assume that there's not more below this, you know, that this is the, you know,
Yeah,
the
no,
bunch.
that's it. Yeah.
So every single one of these assets is able to be bought or sold to sometimes an equal number of other assets, right? I could, and the way that I try to always convey it to people is that this is an exchange and a marketplace that in a lot of ways is no different than the yard sale we hold at the end of our driveway in our front yard, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have something that we want to sell. Typically at a yard sale, we always want to sell for money. But sometimes at a yard sale, we would barter, who knows, right? But at a yard sale, I have a bowl that I want to sell for $8. And there's a lady that just came up and she wants to buy it, but she only wants to spend $5.
Okay.
Right? So what we've got is a marketplace between me and whoever that lady is. Now, in this marketplace, that might be XRP, which is in the middle at the top, and Canadian dollar, right? Those are two different kinds of currencies that are selling and buying into each other, right?
So these things here are called pairings, right, Jerry? You told me
Right.
this is called a pairing. So what we have here is Litecoin to Euro, or XLM, whatever that is, to Euro. So why don't we show people? Let's show people how I try to or actually.
Well, I think something that is a small enough price that we can identify with it is XRP.
Okay.
So if you click on that right in the middle,
yeah.
Right off the bat, you see XRP at the top of this window. We're in Canadian money here, right? So it says the last price was 33 cents, you know, and 89 hundredths of a cent, right?
Yeah.
So it's 33.89 cents. And then you see the kind of history of what XRP has been doing relative to the Canadian dollar, which is what this pairing is right here, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So we're looking at one XRP costing 33 cents Canadian. So there are people, if they have Canadian dollars, if they want to buy XRP, maybe they don't want to pay full price. Maybe they only want to pay $5 for the bowl, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So somebody is with Canadian money in an exchange like this, they may want to offer 31.
Okay.
Right?
Are we going to go to
well, yeah, but just the basic idea of the exchange, somebody that wants to sell XRP, if they can, they'll want to sell it for 34. Right?
Sure.
So
sure.
that kind of bartering, going back and forth is the basic idea of an exchange.
Okay.
Where we're at here is all of that simplified. We just get the going rate, which is 33.89. That's the rate that we use, right?
Got it.
So if you click on Canadian right now,
because I don't currently have any Canadian in my wallet on this exchange,
right, you'll see all the other options that you can use to buy XRP with.
I have Bitcoin. I could use some of my Bitcoin.
You can, yeah.
Yeah.
So because now does it say, it should say somewhere how much available Bitcoin you have.
Yeah, I have right here, BTC available 0.00. And by the way, remember guys, from the last episode, instead of 2 decimal places, we have 8 decimal places when it comes to Bitcoin. So yeah, if you haven't watched the first Crypto 101 webinar, I do recommend that you watch that because it'll make things less overwhelming. Okay.
I don't know if there's a minimum or not, but just try to buy 1 XRP.
Oh, I'm sure I could buy maybe I'll buy 10. Oh, I don't even have enough. Oh, I do have enough. Look.
You've got plenty. Okay, so
I feel rich now. Maybe I'll buy 20. Because you see, we're still so many, 20 XRP is so a tiny bit of Bitcoin. Okay, I'll go buy. Let's my first ever trade. Confirm and buy. I'm gonna do it. Why not? Volume is too low. So
what happened there? Did you hit buy or not?
I did. I clicked buy and it said volume is too low.
Oh, your vol. Okay, so only buying 20 XRP is too little. That's what they said.
Yeah. So where do I know what the minimum volume is? Maybe they don't want tiny trades like this. Okay.
I don't know where it would say that.
Okay. Well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay, we'll just see what 40 is or 50 or something like that.
BTC available. I mean, let's try. Confirm and buy. It's still telling me volume is too low. I guess you haven't had this problem, Jerry, because you're probably trading much larger amounts. Okay. I don't know. I was also hoping to buy some Ethereum. I was hoping to use my Bitcoin to buy Ethereum. Can we do that? Can we?
Well, try that. Can you go back one? Just hit the back button there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then again, go to trade and quick trade or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Okay. Where's Ethereum? So would I have to click? Do I click on Ethereum or what do I would click on that? Okay. Oh yeah, very similar. And then I change Canadian dollars to, oh.
You go back to Bitcoin. Just scroll down.
I don't know if it's letting me. Looks like it's not letting me. Scroll down. Looks like it only gives me this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options. At least here in the quick trade, maybe, so yeah, it actually doesn't give me the option to buy Ethereum with Bitcoin. Maybe in the advanced trade, Jerry?
I would think in the advanced trade for sure you'd be able to.
Let's try that. And maybe this is the last screen we can cover. Okay. Because you know what, we're already gone past an hour, so
see where you select the market.
Select market, yes. Okay, so guys, I clicked on advanced trade, okay, and right now it's XRP to USD. That's not what we want. We want Ethereum. Right?
No. Right. So just to familiarize yourself with you want Ethereum and Bitcoin, right?
Yeah. But right now I'm in the XRP screen. Can I somehow get to?
Well, no, like you're in the select market, so you just have to scroll down those markets.
Okay.
All those pairings.
Yeah, and until I find, in this case, XRP to Bitcoin, right?
I thought you were going to do Ethereum.
Oh, sorry, Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum. So Ethereum is ETH.
Oh, it's up to you.
Yeah. I've been wanting, like, because I want to trade a little bit of. Okay, I see ETH to USD, but it says USD market. So, oh man, I wish there was like an easier way to find this. Is there? Like, can you search for it? Okay, they have BTC to Canadian. They have Ethereum to Canadian dollar, Canadian markets. I see.
Huh? I'm not seeing it either, which is weird.
I see. So maybe this particular exchange doesn't offer that pairing. So in other words, okay. I still want to make a trade. So what else could I get that's exciting? XRP. I could try to trade my entire amount of Bitcoin for that $30 worth of, like, I have about $30 worth of Bitcoin. I could, but do you think XRP is a good one, Jerry? I don't know. I think you do, right?
I've certainly got an investment in it myself.
Okay.
Now see all these X's here that you're scrolling by?
Yeah. What does that mean?
This is one of the reasons why I've joined this exchange. Okay. Because typically Bitcoin is the hero pairing and you can buy everything with Bitcoin.
Yeah, the hero pairing. Okay.
In this exchange, XRP is the hero. Look at all the pairings you can buy with XRP. And this is what you're on now. Like your cursor is over top of Bitcoin Cash and XRP.
Okay.
But really, XRP on this exchange is really the hero coin that has the most pairings with it.
I see. Okay.
Right? So, there's a lot of people that say XRP is nothing special about it. It's a garbage coin, blah, blah, blah. I don't think so. I think it's going to make many, many people a millionaire, right? And back to what I was talking about YouTube, type XRP into YouTube.
Okay.
You'll get lots of channels about it. But if you did buy your $30 of Bitcoin into XRP, besides, like, if that's not too small of an amount,
let's find out.
It's probably not a bad idea to do.
Yeah.
To give you flexibility on the exchange, and even to have XRP is not a bad thing to have.
Yeah, I feel exactly. And I mean, we're only talking about $30. So if I do, so I should be able to find XRP to USD here, right? And no, XRP to BTC, right? I should be able to find that easily.
We were going to do that in the quick pair.
Yeah, let's do that. You know what? Because I don't know if I want to go through these screens. Maybe we'll save this for another call because we're kind of running out of time. So I'm gonna, yeah, let's try this. Let's see if I can use my my Bitcoin. I see. So you see they have all the pairings, like you said. Yeah. BTC available. Okay. Spend. How about I put my entire amount? Can I do this way, Jerry? I put
Bitcoin,
all the Bitcoin that I have will give me 89 XRP. Okay. Bye. If it's gonna tell me it's too small. Oh no, look. Your order has been submitted. Now what, Jerry? What now? My first ever transaction on an exchange, guys, other than depositing.
Okay. Now, what you did because you didn't know, like, look where it says Bitcoin here, and you spent 0.00200,300.
Yeah.
Now, if you recall from our last call, each one of those decimal points is called a Satoshi.
Yeah.
Right? So if you go to the last 3 digits, that would have been 300 Satoshis, right?
Okay.
For an experiment, you could have left those 300 Satoshis in your Bitcoin account, and you could have just bought 0.002000 and then just zeroed it out. But we did the whole amount. You know, you don't necessarily need to have Bitcoin at this moment in your account. You need to, you know, kind of learn, you know, use your $30 to learn what's going on.
Oh, I plan on getting more Bitcoin.
So you just did the whole amount.
ASAP.
So you said, what now? Go to the left side where it says dashboard, where those 4 squares are.
Yeah.
And you click that. You should see if you scroll down, you'll see a circle. Now that circle, a minute ago, that whole circle would have been orange, and that would have showed that you had all Bitcoin.
Okay.
If you would have saved those 300 sats in your Bitcoin wallet and not spent the whole amount on XRP, you would have seen a little sliver of orange in this circle, and that would have shown you that you've got a little sliver of Bitcoin.
Okay, got it.
Right? Now, later today, when your Canadian cash is deposited,
yeah,
that will be reflected in this circle as well as to a percentage of your holdings. The circle represents 100% of your holdings, right?
Okay. Okay.
So when you upload more Canadian or you send in more Bitcoin, then each of those will be reflected in this, right?
Okay.
So this is kind of the dashboard, a quick heads up of your portfolio, what you've got. Okay. But this won't allow you, from this page, you can't deposit and withdraw. You have to go to your wallets.
Yeah, I am. Cool. Yeah. So you know what, guys, I think this is a good introduction to an exchange. I know we've already gone quite over time. We're probably going to have additional, I'd definitely like to have future calls on cryptocurrencies and crypto news, and Jerry could come in because again, he's somebody that's on the pulse. I did want to bring our other crypto friend, Mike, who helped me with my first Bitcoin purchase the other day, just for a few minutes. He's going to go over, and we may not have a chance to do a trade or what have you, but I wanted to go with him through this CoinMarketCap website and show you another exchange that I signed up for. I know some of you, I might have lost some of you by now, but you can watch this at your own leisure. You can fast track to it because it will be recorded, okay? Jerry,
I'll say goodbye then.
Yeah, any closing words, Jerry? Thank you so much again for your help. Any closing words to our audience?
Closing word is this: there's a paradigm shift that's happening now that isn't being covered in the media. We're not hearing about it. I talked a couple of weeks ago about a little bit about money, what's happening, but under our feet, go on YouTube, search DuckDuckGo, follow your nose. But when you get into crypto, look at different courses offered at colleges and universities. Crypto and the blockchain is taken over the world, and it's a big deal. And you'll either get into it now before it's big news across all the headlines, or you'll wait. You know, Bitcoin is 11,000 now. There's a lot of people talking about it being 80,000, 100,000.
Wow.
You know, XRP is 20 cents American. You know, a little bit more. People are talking about it being many dollars. There's Mike coming in right now.
Hey guys. Okay. Okay. Thanks again,
Okay,
Jerry.
I'll take off. I'll say hi to Mike. Goodbye to you,
Hey.
and wish you all well.
Thank you. Bye. I see Mike is still connecting. Okay. Thanks, Jerry. And welcome, Mike.
Hi,
Hey,
guys.
Mike. Okay. Hey.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Thanks for joining us. I know that was we covered a lot of ground, as you could see, and thank you for watching. I know you were there watching and you saw what we covered. Yeah, I was really hoping that I was going to be able to show people do a transaction from Canadian dollars to one of the coins on this exchange, but that wasn't possible yet. But you could see how easy it is to switch, you know, what coin I want to use. So it's Canadian dollars, or I could use, in this case, I used my Bitcoin and I bought some XRP. Okay. Now, Mike, when we were talking yesterday, I told you that I was interested in buying this particular coin that my favorite, Jeff Berwick, the Dollar Vigilante, keeps mentioning, and he calls it a privacy coin, and it's Monero. Now, when I went on CoinField, I noticed that Monero wasn't available in here because I went to, where did I go? I went to trade or, no, even wallets. So if it had been available, it would have been, I would have been able to have to store it in one of my wallets, and it wasn't. It's not one of the coins available. So then you said to me that we could go to CoinMarketCap and see which exchanges it's available on. So,
Right.
so that would be, I think that's a good tool for people to familiarize themselves with. So I'll go to, and by the way, guys, to introduce Mike, how long have you been actively investing in cryptos, Mike?
Since about 2013 is when I first discovered it. It was about just under $200.
Oh,
It took a really long time. Throughout the years, it took a long time to even break $1,000. From about 2013 to about 2016, it was kind of under $1,000 for a long time, and it was kind of looked at as something that could just totally disappear and kind of be not evolve into much at all. And the last 3-4 years have kind of shown us that it's definitely here to stay.
That's amazing. So yeah, and you've had a long journey. I mean, since you got in so early.
Pretty much like a lot of the Bitcoins that I bought in the early days have been basically scammed. I hate to say it.
Oh my God. Why?
Yeah.
Somebody scammed them out of you, or what happened?
In the early days, there weren't many exchanges like Binance. Like Binance wasn't around. There weren't many places to buy cryptos. There were only a couple places.
I can imagine.
Really 1 or 2 or 3.
Right.
One of the early exchanges took a lot of people's money. Not only like Mt. Gox is like the biggest well-known ripoff. That Mt. Gox ripped off like a lot of people. But there was another exchange called Cryptsy,
okay.
and the owner of that site took off. And back then there weren't really a whole lot of wallets out there. Like Konami wasn't a thing. There weren't many wallets. And being new to it all, I left my money on the exchange.
And that's something that we need to cover, the fact that you don't want to keep your money on the exchange. And I told you guys how the exchange told me that if I buy with a debit or credit, they're gonna have to keep my money on there for 30 days. And if it's with Interac, e-transfer for up to 7 days. Ideally, you want to be withdrawing your coins and storing them in your wallets externally, not on an exchange.
Exactly. Now, I mean, if you do the KYC thing, like Jerry suggests, and that website goes down, you are actually more protected because you have proof. You have proof, right, that you sent from your bank account to the exchange. Whereas the site that I bought from, I couldn't prove where I got my Bitcoin from.
Wow.
And there's actually a lawsuit went to the Supreme Court in the States.
Wow.
And Coinbase is paying $1 million to victims of that. But the problem is that the victims have to prove that they had funds on the site. And that's tough to do because, screenshots wasn't really much of a thing back in 2015.
Okay, I understand. Interesting. Okay,
So
that
yeah,
so many fascinating things to cover, and it would be great to have you also back, Mike, for more insights into this world of cryptos on future calls. Like I think we're gonna, because I myself am becoming very interested in this topic, and I think it's the way of the future, and I think more, and I'd like to be able to introduce other people to this topic with the help of those of you guys that have been down the road before, So tell people what we're looking at here. This is a very similar site to the other one that, so Live Coin Watch was one of the sites that keeps track of all the currencies, all the coins, and then Coin Market Cap. This was kind of the original site that shows all the different coins that are available. And then what can we do here?
Again, it's sorted by market cap. So the amount of money that's in each coin is the ranking. So Bitcoin there has
205 billion. I guess that is. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's gone up for sure.
Yeah. So a lot of money is flowing into the market, right? Especially all the dollars that they're printing in the States, right? It's got to go somewhere, and there's a good chance it will end up in the crypto market, as we've seen. I kind of hunched that this was going to happen, because we were about 8-9 grand before the bailouts kind of started happening, before that money printing started happening in the States, right?
Okay.
And it looks like it has flown in there.
Okay, got it. So when I told you I wanted to buy some Monero, we went to Monero. We can click on it, and let's show what you see. Okay.
So circulating supply is kind of a big deal, right? See where it says 17 million, 17,649?
Yeah.
That's a big deal. That's not a whole lot of coins. 17 million, like Chainlink, which is a really popular coin right now, they have almost 1 billion.
Okay.
And it's at that's a whole nother story, but definitely look at the supply, because obviously how limited it is going to influence the price.
Oh, really?
So you could compare Monero to Zcash, because Zcash is another high-ranked privacy coin.
Okay.
So I would want to look at what the price is, compare the two, and then look at the circulating supply.
Okay.
So 17 million is definitely low. So that's why it's $80.
Okay, so the less of it you have, the less that's available, the higher the price. So if I did the same thing, if I went to Bitcoin, what would I see here under circulating supply?
It'll be around the same, actually, because Bitcoin has 21 million, but as you know, a lot of people have lost Bitcoin in various ways, so those Bitcoins are gone. So in the program, there was 21 million, but we're down to, what are we at here? 18 million. So almost the same as Monero.
I see. Okay, interesting. Okay, but other coins don't have such a low cap. Other coins could have
Cardano is a big one that's exploded recently.
Okay.
And that has billions. Some of these coins have billions. So even though the price might be 1 cent,
okay,
it won't go to Bitcoin's numbers because of the amount of supply. But say 1/10 of a cent, you don't need it to go to those kinds of numbers.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I wanted to show people that they can go to this site and they can. How can we show them which exchanges they can buy on? Remind me.
Good question. Scroll down a little bit, and there's a lot of good information.
Okay.
Here's the chart. Obviously, the chart is obviously great info, right? You can see where it once was and where we're at now.
I see. And if you scroll down, by the way, they even tell you.
Before we get to where we buy it, go down a bit where you just were. There's a lot of good information on Monero's statistics.
Okay.
Let's look at that for 1 sec. 24-hour volume. So there's a lot of volume. People are buying and selling it. That's something to look at.
Okay.
And then you got let's look at all-time high. This thing hit almost $500 US.
Okay.
And it's at 80 today.
Yeah. Wow. So it's way less than
Way less. And the all-time low was in 2015. We're not going there ever again. Not even close. A lot of coins hit their all-time lows during the COVID thing, when the COVID hit and Bitcoin dumped, a lot of coins hit their all-time lows.
Okay.
This one obviously isn't one of them.
Okay. Yeah.
And so yeah,
again,
definitely look at all the information in there under the statistics of each coin.
But
And then when you want to
Jeff
find
likes
out where to
about it.
buy it, when you want to find out where to buy it, now you got to go up to market pairs.
Market pairs. Okay. It's loading. Okay, I see.
Yeah. So Binance is like the Walmart of cryptos, right? That's why you always usually see that at the top.
Okay.
If it's available at Binance, it's going to be at the top. That's where a lot of people go to buy their cryptos.
Okay.
And it's no KYC too, which I like.
Right. And you know, I actually did go and open the account on there, and we can show people. And it was a very similar process to CoinField, guys. Mike didn't have a referral link. I have one now, and I'll be posting the referral links for both CoinField and Binance in case any of you want to join kind of using our referral links, okay? Well, at least mine and Jerry's, because Mike, you don't have one yet. But
no, use your link.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, sure. So here's Binance, guys. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So I will log in. I hope I remember my login information now. I think I do, but let's okay. Okay. And I'm gonna, I think that's where it is. Maybe it's this. Nope, not that. Okay, oh man. Okay, one more try. Okay, but I'm just gonna kind of give people just, oh man, don't tell me. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, good. Now remind me, where do we go? And by the way, guys, here I did the same thing as I did on the other exchange. I took $30 worth of Bitcoin from my Coinomi wallet and I uploaded it on here, okay? Very similar to the other process. So I think, yeah, I went to wallet. Oh yeah, remind me now, how do I
you went to wallet.
Yeah. Wallet overview, let's try that. Buy crypto, I forget where. Okay. Yeah, okay, looks like I have, and that's in
you got your deposit, withdrawal, and transfer.
I see, okay. Okay, yeah. So
you deposited and you scanned the barcode.
Correct, yeah, and I can also withdraw it. Okay, oh, look, I just got a notice from CoinField that they accepted my $100 deposit. Oh, nice. I got a text message from them. But anyway, we're not gonna go back there because not right now, this is getting too long. So now let's say I want to trade, I want to exchange, I want to buy some Monero. That's what I want to do. So help me with that, okay?
Let's go to markets. Hit markets.
Okay. Why don't I go to trade though? Wouldn't that?
You could go to trade too, or you could go to markets. There's always a few ways there, right?
Okay. If we go to markets, what do I do now?
Go to like BTC pairings, because you BTC markets, because you're trading your BTC, right?
Correct. Okay.
So these are all the coins you can buy with your Bitcoin, right? You got Ethereum at the top, Chainlink, which is it's a lot of hype about Chainlink.
Okay.
XRP is your banker's coin. Dollar Vigilante, he don't like that coin.
I know.
ADA's been on a big run lately. Litecoin that was one of the first cryptos that ever come out, Litecoin, and it's gone on a little bit of a run too lately.
Okay.
Monero will be in there. Where are we at here? Tezos.
XLM? No.
XMR. That's it, right?
What is this?
XMR?
Yeah, tell me again. What is this? I see 10x, 5x. What are these things here? It says 10x after XMR.
Yeah, so 10x means that like at its all-time high, it was 10 times what it is today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're talking like less than 3 years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
So if this coin survives, it will probably go back there.
I trust Jeff.
And then some.
Jeff and Lucy. If anybody watches the Dollar Vigilante, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So so this looks very similar. I didn't have a chance to explain. So tell me what am I doing here?
So if we want to buy it right away, and then we can just go to the person who's offering it for the lowest price. And that's that first one in the red.
Right
It's like
here?
1.8, yeah. So that seller is willing to sell 1.8 Monero for that price. So you
Okay.
can buy up to 1.8 Monero for that price right there.
Okay, I can click on
If
that.
you really want to get it right away.
Yeah,
If you
okay.
think the price is going to jump up, then you might want to do that, right? But if you think the price might maybe go down in the next couple days, you can set a buy order and click on one of the greens down here. And if the price drops, it'll drop into your buy order.
Okay, interesting. See, that's, oh man, that confuses me.
Here,
So,
but hang on. Why don't we buy half right off the hop and then put a buy order in for the other half?
okay, okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
click that first red one right up there. Because
Yeah, I
somebody's
did.
selling 34 of them, yeah.
Yeah,
And then
okay.
down in the box down there, that price should correlate with what you just clicked. See that 39?
In the box.
7339?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, now, is there a spot where you can do half your BTC?
Let's see. Well, I suppose half would be about like 100 instead of 200. Maybe I'll do that.
Some exchanges give you the, yeah, is that it right there? I think that's
No,
it, yeah.
I
See that little
put it in.
bar? That's like
Yeah.
your percentage of how much you want to spend.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool. So I could do. Oh, so that's
So you're at
exactly
50%. Yeah, do 50 because you like Monero. Spend
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
All
mean,
right, so
I would do the whole
we'll
thing, to
spend
be honest.
half the dinero right now. We'll buy
Yeah.
our Monero and we got it.
Buy
Go ahead.
XMR. Let's see. On the other
Boom.
exchange.
Filled. Done. You got it. You own Monero. Congratulations.
Yay! How easy was that, guys?
Super
Woohoo!
easy.
Okay. All right.
Now,
And
for
show
the
me the other
cheapskates
option.
out there,
Okay.
for the cheapskates who don't want to like just spend like the money like that, you can do a buy order. And maybe if the price goes down a little bit, we'll get a deal.
Which I don't think is going to happen because it's been going up and up, but okay, we
I
can
know.
try. Yeah.
But when it goes up and up, it does go down a little bit too.
Okay.
And then it goes up, right?
Okay.
Up, down, up, down.
Okay.
So click, see these numbers here? If there was like a lot of low numbers, I would click up until there was a high number. 'Cause it was probably going to, those low numbers are going to be
Are you talking about the, and by the way, guys, in case you're wondering, because Mike explained this to me and Jerry explained this to me as well. All these people, what you see here in red, these are sellers and these are buyers. The sellers, I say, okay, well, I have 20 coins and I'm willing to sell them at this price. I have 58 coins, I'm willing to sell them at this price. And here, these are the buyers that don't want to pay, they want to pay less than that. They say, well, I want to buy 132, but I'm willing to offer this price, you see? And then somewhere there's a happy middle. And if I want to buy right away, I don't want to wait. I select what do you call this? The highest or the lowest?
The person selling for the cheapest.
The person selling for the cheapest, which is gonna be the last line here in the red column. Okay, I click on that, and you saw what happened. We just actually did that. So so tell me again. So what's the other option of me putting a buy order?
Yeah. So
okay.
See these numbers in the green, right? If they're like, say, low numbers, you might want to go down to where there's a high number because the low numbers will get eaten.
Okay.
You know?
So are you talking about?
Yeah, go for 49. See where it says 49? Hit that one.
44?
Up. Go up more. 49 in the middle. See where in the middle where it says 49? I would click that.
Okay.
You see how all the other numbers above that are under 10?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go for that 49 because that's kind of like a wall. You know what I mean? Those ones, like those small orders, the 6, the 8, the 7, the 7, they'll get, you know, hopefully somebody will sell into those and then you can get in at the next spot. But 49 is a lot more to go through.
Okay, I understand. Okay.
To get a cheaper price.
So if I click on that, what happens now? I double click?
Okay, yeah. So we got the 49 locked in. Now, did it convert it to our buy price? No, we're at 329.
Yeah, it did. It took that buy
Okay, that's it. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep. Go all in now.
Okay.
Everything you got.
Well, how do I? Okay. So I just go buy XMR. I guess it goes from 0 to
100.
100. Okay. Okay.
So, well, that's only going to give us 0.1, eh? 0.136. That's a start.
Well,
you already got a little bit.
I only had like $30 in there, my dear. So that's okay. I'm gonna deposit more dinero in the next few days. Okay.
Boom. Hit her.
Okay.
So now we want the price to come down a little bit. right? We don't want Monero to go crazy now because now we're not going to get our buy order.
Right.
We want it to come down, and then we want it to go up.
So this will get automatically done on my behalf. As long as it hits that price, then it will get done whenever it gets done.
Yeah.
But what if it
As
doesn't
long
come?
as
Now, can I cancel my buy order? Can I change my mind?
100%. Yeah. If you
But it
scroll
says
down, there should be a cancel option.
It says open orders.
Or open orders. Yeah, hit that.
Uh,
And there'll be an option to cancel it for sure. There it is on the right.
Oh yeah, I can just cancel. Okay. So
Or did it fill? Or no, maybe not yet.
yeah, no, the one that down at the bottom, it got filled. Oh. It's filled already. Status, it says filled here.
Did you get it? Yeah, it looks like it filled.
No,
So I think it went down. Scroll back up for a sec. Yeah, I don't know if it filled. That might have been your first order. Maybe that's your first one.
Okay. Okay. Well, you know what, guys? I think
it's not easy.
Got it. And then if I don't want to wait, I don't think I want to wait too long. I mean, if I was dealing with a much larger sum of money, I think it would make sense that to be picky about the price you're buying at. But in my case, I mean, when you're only buying
you can totally cancel that and click on the red one and buy it right away.
Maybe I'll want to do that because I was curious about how to do this, but
I mean, you might wake up in the morning and that's a good feeling when you wake up in the morning, your buy order filled, right?
Yeah, you've been through that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it can go the other way. It starts going up and you're like, damn it, I was too greedy. I should have just bought it.
So let me try. I'm going to click again on the lowest order here, and I'm going to use all my
100%.
Yeah, and buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. You got it.
Okay, guys. Well, that's what I wanted to cover. Show you guys. I showed you two different exchanges.
Scroll down a little bit.
Slow down.
To cut you off.
Oh, scroll down.
Because
okay.
you can see your Monero now. See, you own 0.27 on the sell side.
On the sell side, yeah. Okay.
There you go. Now you own a quarter Monero. That's not bad.
I need more.
That was $100 at one time.
Well, it's like
or
89
more.
now. Yeah, it's 89.
Yeah.
That's okay. Not as expensive as Bitcoin for sure. Okay. Well, Mike, thanks for helping me with that. There's so much more we could cover, but we've gone past an hour and a half already of the total webinar time. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Let me see if I have any questions on Facebook before we close the session. And any closing words, Mike?
Just like I said before, just like I said in our other video, the window is closing. We've been 2 years since Bitcoin hit its all-time high. It's just been going down, down, down. And the lowest it went was around 4,000, so we seem to be on the up and up now. It went from 1,000 to 20,000. It could go from 10,000 to 200,000. So you don't want to sit on the sidelines for too long because it's probably not going to dip that much more. And the odds that it may go parabolic, like 10x beyond is definitely possible.
Yeah, and if you have, thanks for that. And if you are curious as to why that may happen, again, I encourage you to watch the Crypto 101 webinar that we hosted 2 weeks ago, where Jerry explained just the design of Bitcoin.
That was really good. A lot of good information in there. I highly encourage people to watch that.
Thanks, Mike. And then I look forward to, again, having you back again and maybe with additional insights. I'm excited that I, finally got into this crypto game. And again, I was very nervous, even going to that ATM with you. But it's a good feeling, it's a good feeling that I finally have access to cryptocurrencies. I know how it's done. And I wanted to show all of you how it's done so that hopefully you won't feel so intimidated in case you were. Maybe you weren't. Well, but if you weren't, then you probably are already doing this and you're not watching us. But, thanks again, Mike, for coming on. And
my pleasure.
Thanks everyone for watching. Mike is one of my Facebook friends, so you can reach out to him directly as well if you have any further questions, or you can reach out to me as well, or Jerry. Yeah, Jerry forgot to give his email address. It's heyger, G-E-R, @protonmail.com. Okay. I don't know, Mike, if you want to provide your contact info, your email address as well, for those who may be watching this not on Facebook. Do you want to or no? That's totally up to you. Sorry, I'm putting you on the spot.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. I had traffic behind me.
No, sorry. Did you want to provide your email address or something in case people want to reach out to you directly if they have?
Oh, I'm on Facebook. Great. Look me up on Facebook. I'm friends with Letitia on Facebook. I've already chatted to some people that were inquiring about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. It's not nearly as hard as you think. Like to buy it, it's not as confusing as it may seem. It's very, very simple. And kind of like what Jerry said, you know, it's limited. That's all you need to know. It's limited and it's digital, and it's not going anywhere. And your Canadian dollars are declining, as they always have and always will be. Especially now with everything that's going on, they're printing lots of money to give us our handouts.
Yeah.
So it's gonna definitely. You already see. Everybody sees it already. Prices have gone up.
Yeah.
You know, especially in the restaurant business. You know, the local deals aren't around anymore. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Get in while you can, because there's not a whole lot to lose at this point, and a whole lot to gain.
Yeah, yeah. And I wanted to share that we have a success story already. A couple of my Facebook friends, and I think you spoke with them as well. They out in Hamilton, they watched our buy Bitcoin video the other day, and they actually went to a Bitcoin ATM today and got themselves some Bitcoin. So yay!
Awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah, I don't want to name names, but I'm very proud of them and happy that we could inspire people to get in. You know.
I'm sure they'll be very happy in years to come. They won't regret it.
I believe you. I believe that too. Thanks again, Mike, and have a wonderful rest of the day and week, everyone. We'll see you soon. Okay. Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Bye bye.